Hi everyone, Craig Heath, Superintendent of Mentor Public Schools here, and today we're in the next phase of our strategic planning process. We've got our guiding coalition here. Started yesterday with a little bit more work around our portrait of a learner, and we're kind of dipping into some of the big moves in that work that is going to support those student outcomes.
I think we had some great conversations around student-centered learning.
Over the last couple of days here, we've spent really digging into some of the feedback that we got from some of the community members, from some of our stakeholder groups that we've had conversations with. We dug into some of the survey results that we have, and we've started to make sure that we've got alignment across the entire community with what we want out of this strategic plan. The big moves that we're working through right now are really going to be student-centered, and that's the focus. Our entire process here is making sure that whatever it is that we develop is going to be something that is going to really impact the student in a positive manner. Our work with the Learner-Centered Collaborative and their facilitators has been fabulous. We've got a great mix of people on this guiding coalition, and we're having some really rich conversations. Our next steps with this are really to start to embed this with some of our conversations with the Board of Education members. We're going to put some drafts in front of some of our community stakeholder groups and some of those focus groups that we talked to back in our discovery days in April, to make sure that we are capturing everything accurately from what those conversations have been, to make sure that we've got everything that we want in this plan moving forward, which will really guide the work of our district for the next 4, 5, 6 years here. After that, we're going to be kind of pushing this back just a little bit further, because we want to make sure that we have really finished documents that are polished and ready to go. So instead of doing our July meeting, which is what we were originally planning, we're looking at our August 15th regular Board of Education meeting as far as our presentation goes. That's a perfect timing then, because that leads right into our opening day conversation that we'll be having with our faculty and staff in August here, right before school starts, so that we can start to implement some of the pieces of this plan early on in the school year, and then really develop what those next steps from the action step standpoint is going to be throughout that first semester. The final piece to this puzzle then will be really digging into the metrics that we have to measure these student outcomes. We want to make sure that whatever we're developing in this strategic plan will allow us to really make an impact on the student's experience here in Mentor Public Schools. So developing a scorecard that's really going to dig into those specifics that we're doing on an annual basis within those big moves, within those action steps, within those classrooms, to make sure that the students are really getting that positive experience. That's going to be an important step for us here as we go over the next couple of months as well. It's been a great process so far. Really excited to see how this whole project ends up. Looking forward to those documents that we'll be able to share with the entire community to really drive this district and this community forward here in the coming years.